Good morning, everyone out on YouTube land. It is freaking finally Friday. I know it's like a short week. We have President's Day on Monday, but this week just seemed like the longest week ever. Like, I think it's just because of all the like non-trading stuff I've been going through. Like, emotional stuff has been kind of absolutely, nuts. But we're back. We're back to trading here today. So today we're looking at so far. I'm looking at let's see. So I have SPCE up here. If you see this side, is it showing my cursor? I think it's showing my cursor. So SPCE, obviously that was so I was taking so from yesterday. BXRX. BXRX. One of my guys was short BXRX, and looks like he covered a little too soon on covered 1014, and it's that 971 right now. So, but this one should actually be good if it pops up. If it pops up towards 11, 1050 to 11 at the open, look to short this one again. So, I don't know. This is actually pretty good news for it. So we'll keep it on watch. Morning, Andrew, Pedro. Morning, guys. We're on YouTube. It's Friday. If you guys want to join the and see the screen share, the link is in the chat. If you guys want to ask questions about any technical indicators, anything like that, let me know in the YouTube chat. We'll go over it. Or if you're looking at any particular tickers, we could analyze them together. I don't know why I'm excited. It's Friday. Like, I work every single day, so it's not like I get a break or anything. All right, so there's BXRX obviously, and then BXRX, and then SPCE. This one, guys, I don't. Man, I know we like volatility, but if you guys were trading this yesterday and you got, look at this spinning top candle on this 4-hour chart from yesterday. This is absolutely just nuts, the way that this traded yesterday. And I apologize for these lines right here. These lines that are absolutely crazy. They're part of the way that my code is programmed, and I need to sit down to try to get them taken off, but I just haven't had time, to be honest. So what up, Oscar? Good morning, dude. Nice to see you. So yeah, that was bullshit right here. This big ass roller coaster down on SPCE yesterday, and then so yeah, and then obviously I'm still holding my Tesla. I'm not doing real too well the way that it closed yesterday. I wanted it to close close to 900. It closed like 899, 899.45. So I'll take it. As long as it stayed around 900, I was cool with it. That was pretty much what I was expecting yesterday. I think the only reason it dipped down further than the 900 was because of the market sell-off that we had on the SPY. If not, it would have just ranged all day around the 900. But that was part of my plan. If you guys look at the way that it trades, right? So like if we go back, like when it was at 700, right here, it came down. It did dip down a little bit below 700 to 685 or 684 or so, and then that's when it started taking off again. So um, it likes to hold those whole numbers. If you go back to look at where it was at 500, it did the same thing. Went up to 550, came back down, held 500, and then it took off again. So I'm still well within my plan on it, which sucks because I was at a pretty nice drawdown yesterday. Um, um, who was it in here that was like, I think it was actually Mateo Oscar. He's like, they gotta risk it to get the biscuit. That's what they say here in New Mexico too. All the old people. So gotta go through the drawdown to get the good stuff. Alberto, good morning, sir. If it isn't Mr. Consistency himself. Morning, dude. We're celebrating with Alberto because he had 7 green days in a row. So it's the first time in his career he's had 7 trading days green in a row, which is really cool. It's been really cool to watch Alberto come into his own and make his own style. All of us in the room are kind of trading options now, and he's like, "No, I'm good. I'm good right here, scalping some small caps. You guys go ahead without me." I just don't get it, dude. I paid PLUG yesterday, PL plug, and I made an accident where I doubled my position on accident, and I was playing for 20 cents, and I I was afraid I was gonna get dumped on the whole damn time, dude. Yeah, so like, and I can't say I teach small caps if I don't do it too, right? So that's why I was like, oh, cool, like I really like plug. Let me try it, and then I was more. I think that's the thing is you kind of get a mental block. Is like, oh, I'm not making money on this. Let me go find something else. I should have turned short on it, where it went from if you're so PLUG, it was like from $6 down to 570 or something like that. Which would have been a monster nice, trade for a small cap, right? At 5-6 bucks, but whatever. Also, the that trade yesterday, what was that $4 ticker BBI? BBI was nice at $4. Um, every time it got close to that $4 mark, it just got slammed the hell down, dude. So that was really cool. It's against my religion to buy borrows now, dude. Also, guys, did you guys see Square yesterday? I'm still saying that it probably gets up towards $100. Um, oh no, it dipped actually pretty well yesterday because that sell off. Yeah, I got to 87.25. But I mean, we're still here at 85.25 right now. But man, that was I was holding since like 80 some dollars, and then once it got over 83, we were cooking. The only thing was is that it was this week's expiration, so I just took my profit right away. So you could tell it was uh, my contracts were going up with the Titanic tied around it. Oh, see, so Ashton in my group said profit target raised $99 by Citigroup. So I think it was the thing that's really hard about these options when you're playing playing a little bit longer term. Hey there, Comzet on YouTube. Morning, bro stuff. Nice to see you. Um, if you want to go over any tickers, let me know. We'll go over tickers, some technical analysis or whatever you like. Um, got some time before the open, I believe. I need somewhere to put this. Uh, there we go. Okay, now I got it. So, what was I saying? Oh, Square. Yeah, Square. The hard part about the options is the timing. So, not only do you have to worry about um, managing the risk on the trade, but then you got to worry about the timing on it, and and um, I mean, you could be right all you want, but if it doesn't get there by the time that you need it by, then you're kind of screwed. So, and I think for me personally, if I have to say so myself, I get a little overzealous with my profit targets, where I say it's going to get to a certain area. Like, yeah, it gets there, but it takes a little bit. So, dude, I just got next vacay. You guys know that next vacay thing I got, right? Um, Albuquerque to Honolulu, Hawaii for $400 round trip. I'm going to Hawaii, bro. Congrats. Well, so I don't know if you've heard me. I've talked about it before, bro. But it's actually like it's like a website where they look out for like deals on flights, and it's actually really cheap, dude. So like, um, I mean, obviously this is only $200 each way on from Albuquerque to Hawaii. But I get ones all the time for um, like $150 round trip from here to Seattle, and then like there's I keep track of the ones from LAX too. So there's like LAX to um, like Indonesia, or like um, what's it called? Like France. I think I sent one to what's his name, Brian, one time. It's called Next Vacay, NEXTVACAY. It's they give you like a free trial for like so many months, and then it's $25 for a year, but it's worth it, bro. I mean, you make that money back saving on the flights. So like I said, like they have ones from they have like $300 round trip from here to France and stuff like that. So Trade Freak, morning, bro. How are you doing? So far I'm looking at Tesla and the big caps. I haven't really got to a chance to evaluate anything else. I was just talking about Square yesterday. SPY's pushing up pretty nice right here, guys. So we may get a little dip at the open, and then we'll see if it could get some continuation up. If not, it's Friday and may just range for today. Let me get some tissue real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, cool. So yeah, so Friday in option land, it's definitely, especially if you're playing this week's expiration. I mean, you could always try to combat the whole, profit thing with, yeah. Let's go over the Roku chart, bro. I don't really, dude. I've tried to like Roku, bro, and I just don't like the way it trades. Um, oh yeah, now we're talking, dude. Like if we start breaking this 120 or so, 121 on Roku, maybe it'll finally start flash fucking falling down, dude. Like I wanted to get so ever since like I don't know if you could see like on the screen. Um, so you can see right here where I had my resistance line, about 133, 32, and I wanted it to break below that line and just kind of fall, but it doesn't ever do it. So, but yeah, I agree with you, dude. If we get it below 120, 146 or so, 120, we could definitely get some momentum down. So we could see like 110, 115 again. Yeah, dude, I agree with you, bro. I don't like the way Roku trades, bro. And then I hate to sound snobby, but I mean it's $100 ticker, so it doesn't really offer that much range for the options. So there's not enough volatility in it. Yeah, exactly. So we were just talking about that a little bit ago about the SPY pulling back yesterday. Ashton was asking, thoughts on the SPY today, and so I don't want to get a bias too strong or whatever, but I mean it's definitely a nice pullback. We could definitely see a little bit further downside, but you know how the market's been. It's like any little dip, yeah, any little dip it gets bought up. So we'll just react accordingly, bro. But if so, the way that Tesla's gonna open here near, if we open towards 920, dude. Oh man, that'll be nice. Um, but yeah, on Roku, and then Netflix has been offering some pretty good opportunities as well, guys. So I'll probably keep Netflix up, and also Amazon. I like watching Amazon on Fridays. So me and Richard always argue about watching Amazon on Fridays. The reason I like it is because it's almost like having lottos. Um, if it makes a sharp move, it has enough range for you to make quite a bit of money. So I really like watching Amazon on Fridays. But it could also really fuck you if you're not paying attention. Baba's good too, dude. I like Baba's a good one to keep on watch. We'll see what happens with BYND, dude. I think it would have gone up a lot better yesterday. Um, if it wasn't for the whole market kind of coming down. I think we were on the way to 130, and then the market just kind of sold and it sucks. So still holding those contracts, and I kind of gave up on Peloton, and I can't even sell those because it's so far out the money. No one freaking wants them. So they're probably just gonna expire worthless. Um, I mean that's not till April, so we'll see. If you guys are watching on YouTube, if you guys could do me a huge ass favor and leave a like, so that YouTube will actually show the stream to more people, and then also comment and subscribe. I'll answer any of the questions that you want. But yeah, we go live every Friday and we trade live together. So if you guys want to just come join in, you're not part of a room or anything like that. You can come trade with us on Fridays. And where did you get this whole like? Since when did you start looking at bigger time frames? Oh yeah, Nvidia is really nice too. He joined the J Trader room. Yeah, so right here, Tesla is actually in squeeze right here in the with the Keltner dots, guys. So this is actually setting up pretty well. And I'll put it right here. So what you get is zoom in closer. Um, I don't know why it looks different on my other chart here. Oh, this is a 5-minute one. That's why. So that's actually, you know what, Richard, when I was back testing this last weekend, that's exactly what I was back testing, is how my CCI and everything reacts on a bigger time frame like that, to see, for swings. And Facebook, we can look at Facebook. Yeah, Andrew, I really like that idea, dude, because hey, good morning, Tristan. I didn't see you come in, bro. um, I really like that idea because um, that's where most of the money is made in options, is when you went on a bigger time frame like that. And so I realized that with my Tesla trade, that as long as you're patient, right? So as long as you're patient for those moves, you usually make quite a bit more money on those. So, and then the thing is meantime, I think it was Al. We were talking about it. They call it a calendar spread or something. I have to do more research, dude. I'm learning this part along with you guys. So, I mean, you could always trade it intraday on the the closer to being in the money uh, strikes, and then make up your money that you're putting in for the bigger term trade, and then you wind up if you wind up losing that big trade, you wind up break even or even positive because you were trading it intraday as well. So I really like that idea. So yeah, we're buying low and selling lower, bro. We're buying low and holding till zero until it's a OTC. Good morning, bro. If you're trading options on technicals, you're incorporating the expected moves into it. Are you talking about like the intrinsic value and also like the volatility, right? Is that what you mean, or because to be honest, as far as like buying the options and things, has more been lately has been more just support and resistance, just because of the market that we're in. I mean, we could dip down to some support and then I could buy. So, oh shit, I didn't even know that we're that close to the open. Damn, you guys got me all excited talking and stuff, and I wasn't even fully ready. Get some Netflix right here, guys. 385. If Netflix holds 384.79, I'll go ahead and load up a little bit. I need it to show me some oomph, though. There we go. That's what I wanted to see on Netflix. So I'll put it up on my screen just so you can see the way that I'm trading on it. And if you give me a second, I'll restart my Thinkorswim as soon as I'm out of these trades. Because I hate the way that it flashes. I will get epilepsy with it. But yeah, it needs to break over this 386.82 now on Netflix. So then we'll go from there. Tesla kind of looking good here, so holding that 904 or so. Oh, and I forgot to pull up Amazon. DPW, is that the designer? Designer warehouse, like for men, the big and tall store or whatever. It looks like it's wanting to come to dip down a little bit more, dude. Oh yeah, so no, not necessarily. I don't really keep. So to answer your question here on YouTube on GDF, so no, not necessarily like as far as the implied volatility. Um, I just do it off the support and resistance, so like off of the underline. So I just I don't really take it into account too much. I just look at where the support is and then where the resistance is, and then that's where I'll take the profit for it. Down. So Netflix is still holding here at 384.99 or so. So should break this resistance that we have here. Fucking Tesla, dude. Amazon. Yeah, I like it for the hold right here, Richard, on Amazon. We start getting the cross of the MACD and or some Kellner dots here on Amazon. I'll take that. And there we go on on Netflix, guys. So we broke that resistance. Should get some pretty good momentum going as long as the SPY doesn't start selling all freaking crazy again. Someone's car alarm is going off outside. I don't know if you could hear it. That's Albuquerque. Did you hear about that story, Richard, about this mother turned in her son? Her son was like 16 or something like that, and turned him in for like some stupid like misdemeanor crime, like I don't know, it was like public mischief or something like that. And because I think he stole her car, and then they wound up tying him to a murder, and they freaking got him for the whole murder. That's freaking nuts, dude. You turn in your son just to learn a little lesson, and then, oh, you're staying in jail for a long time, buddy. The SPY is starting to sell pretty hard here, guys. I'm gonna wind up so Netflix did spike over right here, but I'm about to actually switch bias on it. All right, so Tesla's starting to hold right here, like the 899. Yeah, yesterday's close it's holding. So we'll see if it starts curling up, but the SPY needs to stop the SPY needs to stop selling. TWMC halted. Looks like DPW wants to make a move, bro. If we could get over this 25 again, we should get cooking here on DPW, bro. Those are some nasty spikes, bro. Why want to let you trade, bro? What the hell? There goes Amazon actually going down, guys. I might get some Amazon coming down too. So along with the SPY. So also changed bias here on Netflix. I wanted to break the support that it's kind of building right here. So 384.51 or so. Roku. Ooh, let's see if we break this 122 right here on Roku, bro. Make money for you. Send me money, I'll make money for you, bro. Starting a fund manager. I'm starting a fund. I'll trade your money for you. So you can see on my CCI here on Netflix, guys. So this is a CCI for macro trends. It indicated it's going bearish right here as well. My TTM crossed down as well. So just looking for a nice wash here on Netflix to come further down. So there. Oh man, you did miss that wash on that sell on Roku, bro. New Age Wall Street proprietary desk. Yep. There's some weird talks going on, dude. So I don't know. Power moves only. Ooh, and if Netflix decides to fuck me right here and start curling up. And it looks like it may do it. So here's the thing. So it held this area really well right here. So right in this area will definitely be a pretty good tell up to 386 if it continues down or if it'll keep on going up. So yeah, dude. Buy Amazon, bro, or buy puts on Amazon. I need another options chain. There you go, dude. Hold those motherfuckers. So I have some Netflix right now, Comzet. I have some Netflix right now for it to break down, and so I took it at the open right on the first candle where it looks like it was holding, and then I once it's got slammed down from this resistance right here at the top, I switched bias, dude, and then I'm holding for it to come down now, which it looks like it's gonna do now. So and then I have a little bit of Amazon, like I was saying, and then I just have my swing trades on that are getting fucked by the market right now. Support on Amazon, dude. The next one I have. Pedro might be able to tell us a little bit better, but first stop is 27, bro. Yeah, I actually don't have support and resistance up here this high, bro. Yeah, 21, 28, 21, 27. You're done, Matt? Cool, bro. Yeah, looks like you made some pretty good money today, bro. And Netflix still just holding this area, like this area right here, just kind of going sideways. So I'm just gonna, if it doesn't make a move in the next one or two candles, I'm just gonna wind up getting out because um, one of my rules is that it has to walk into profit quickly, and now it looks like it wants to bounce up. So all right, so there's this candle that I was talking about on Netflix. It needs to come down. Well, shit, bro. You got a day off. Are you still holding your Amazon there, Richard? Are you still holding your Amazon? Sold them quick. Still holding, bro. We broke that little support. 21.25. There we go. Damn, it's been a while since I've seen so much red on my screen, bro. I know, dude. I have Roku still up right here. It needs to break this 120, bro. If we break this 120, we're gonna have a party. See, I've been wondering the same thing for the last like month, bro, and it's like, there we go. There you go. There's that. Oh, there's the sell on Netflix that I was being patient for. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Down two bucks. I'm gonna take some of my contracts right here on Netflix, guys, and if it continues down, I'll just trail. So yeah. $3.80. Yeah, I'm looking at zoom out here a little bit. Actually, dude, yesterday's low would be really nice, dude. Yeah, 380, 378. Dude, did you guys see Square? Straight down, bro. Should have trailed like one contract, Richard, on your Amazon. We may get to 2100. What? That's fucking stupid. Were you laughing at me, Kamzat, because I said thank you, Lord Jesus, for the break on Netflix? I was playing with my emotions, bro. I was holding that support harder than Harder than a fat kid with the last piece of candy in his in his pocket, bro. They don't want to let me have any of it. Later, Oscar. Hit me up later, bro. Protect your broker from yourself. It's definitely nice, dude. I'm chilling so far here on this Amazon, but excuse me, this Netflix is actually a pain in the ass kind of a trade, bro. We'll see what the SPY does right here at 330, 350, and then that should be a pretty good tell. And we're back here at 21.15 on Amazon. So let's see here. I should have gotten some puts on Tesla, dude. That's it's like $30 already. Right now, I feel pretty safe. Real quick, guys, to restart my Thinkorswim. So just give me a quick second. I'm gonna restart my Thinkorswim. All right. I say that and watch me get freaking screwed. Did you take any trades there, Kamzat? Anything yet? What kind of setups do you like, bro? It's like it's an ugly day outside. Have you been outside yet, Richard? Usually the sun is coming in and like messing up my green screen by this point, and it hasn't yet. Microsoft. I've been hearing people talk a lot about Microsoft that has been making some pretty nice moves, bro. Um, Oh yeah, this is definitely a nice move right here, bro. If you get a bounce towards the 180, towards the VWAP 181.27 or so, dude, that'd be a good place for to start a position if the overall market keeps on coming down. Specific patterns, or yeah, so specific patterns like so my one of them. So this is actually one of them. Like you're looking on on Microsoft right now, dude. So I like when you have this week open, right? So I have my T3 right here, right? My T3 line. So if my I don't know why it's not zooming right, but there we go. So when you have a week open like this, right? So you have a week open, and usually what happens is so everything just started dying right away on today. Like everything was selling really strong, but what usually happens is then you get a bounce up to the VWAP, and then I just have a VWAP label. You can see where it says the price of the VWAP. I don't like it, clears up some of my chart. And then, so once it bounces up to the VWAP, that's a good tell if it's going to go bullish or not above that. And as long as it holds below and it sells below, then that's where you could add to your position if you got in on the week open, or you could start your position then at that point. So that's what I was saying, is that the VWAP showing 181.23 or so right there. So if it gets up to the VWAP right here, up to that area, and then it holds below it, that would probably be a good spot to go ahead and actually get start a position, and then for it to continue to come down. Oh, I know, dude. It's definitely. So that's something that we talk a lot about, is staying open-minded, staying, I call it money bias. So, whichever way you're going to make money. But that's definitely something that we try to keep in the back of our head, is that just like today, like I was on Netflix, right? So, I was pretty bullish on Netflix. It held this support right here. I wanted it to hold the support, which it did, and then it came up and it looked like it was going to break, but then the market started dragging it down. So yeah, I'm not mad about it or anything, so that's fine as long as I get um, a good entry. I got in right here at the 385, and then we got the breakdown. So um, I could trade. I think that's one of my strengths as a trader, is like I can admit when I'm wrong very quickly. I don't get emotionally tied to positions like that where it has to go up. Exactly. I really like that setup, dude. So I don't have a name for it yet. My other one is called the dip and rip, or the snickle fritz. I don't have a name for this setup yet. So if you have a name for it, um, I'm open to all ears, and we'll get you some royalties or something. Exactly, dude. Um, I don't know. I don't. I guess I see a lot of people get emotionally tied to being, they want to be right in the trade. I don't. Being right is making money, in my opinion. Yeah, dude. I don't. It has to be something that you remember, like that has some type of meaning to you. So I do the same thing. Like I name them stupid stuff. If you want to share the names of your patterns. If the SPY gets down to 333.50 again, I'll get out of my positions on Amazon and Netflix, guys. There's that flush I was looking for on the tickers that I'm actually trading, so Netflix and Amazon. And I'm just gonna take my Netflix off, guys. I only had 2 contracts left on it, so I was just kind of trailing on it, and it's not making me much money anyway. So I am looking for this Amazon though to flush pretty hard here, as long as the SPY will do it. Camel's dip, I like that, bro. Oh, and then there goes Netflix breaking down now. Son of a bitch, bro. What a freaking asshole. I'm staying too long in this Amazon trade, dude. Data's getting me. Pedro's over here all silent, like I knew it was gonna get there. I'm still holding from 400, guys. On Amazon, I have 21 or 22.30. Or wait, what? Yeah, 21.30, bro. In all actual, I think this happened when I was actually when my Thinkorswim was closed, guys. Right here where it popped to the support, or this support. It was support first and then resistance right here on Netflix. This would have been a good ad right here on Netflix, but I missed it. Back up to the 385. That's good. 20 cents, bro. 20 cents is pretty good, bro, for small caps, dude. As long as you're not, as long as you have some morals and you're not doing 5 or 10 cents like some other rooms I know. We're, as the kids say, we're Gucci, bro. Look at this big guy. He's like eight winning days in a row. No big deal. I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I mean, that's how you stay green, bro. That's how you stay consistent. Is you walk away from the casino once you got your money, bro. Turn off your platform and just watch Thinkorswim if you want to stay hanging out. You know what I mean? I think that's I think that's one of my biggest things too. Is just making that was one of my biggest problems is to keep on trading. And now I tell you guys, hey, now eventually, like, right, so now when I start trading all day, I'll probably go to the gym to distract me, like right after like I make my money, and then come back and get some work done and stuff. Because I'm the same way, dude. Dude, we're gonna go to 2100 on Amazon, bro. I'm still holding. On Monday, like we'll on the SPY and stuff, the market will eat up what we actually just went down, and it'll be like nothing ever freaking happened. It's moving super slow now, Andrew. Did your family already go back home and stuff, or they're staying for a little bit, Andrew? Oh, that's really cool, bro. That's really cool. Oh, you better not trade it, Alberto. Oh, I see. I see. Is your family really supportive with you trading and stuff, Andrew? I have a friend. He's actually Vietnamese though, um, and his I started teaching him how to trade and stuff, right? Um, and his family just would not support him on it, dude. They just said that like it was gambling and it was bad, and he actually gave it up because his family pressured him so much. Here we go, the break on Amazon. Is that Amazon, Pedro? I'm going down on Amazon. I'm looking for the break right here of the low of day right here. That's cool, dude. Cause like it's he's actually a really good friend, and they unless like it's something that has to do with actual school, like him going to school, like they don't support him any at all. Like I actually met him because we power lift. Like we go to the gym and we do powerlifting together, and they just like they want him to be really skinny, like really like like skinny, I guess. And in powerlifting, bro, you gotta eat. You gotta eat to get those gains. You know what I mean? And so he's not a little boy, and um, they don't like that he powerlifts because then he's like they say he's fat, but the dude still weighs 190 pounds, bro. So it's definitely weird, bro. What kind of materials do I study? So comes at I think you get to a point where you know how to trade, right? So you know the setups, you know the way price action moves, you know how to retake, things like that. You get to a point where uh, you know how to trade, right? So it's almost like being like a scientist or a doctor, right? So eventually you go to school for all these years, you get taught everything, but then eventually you want to expand your knowledge on a certain area. So then you start running your own trials or experiments, right? And then that's where you come into your back testing and actually keeping spreadsheets with Excel and things like that. So then that's where you start doing like your own back testing and just compiling data to know yourself as a trader. I think I don't know if you've watched my video like on the Trader View, where I do Day Trader Dave, and you make yourself all the attributes that you have as a trader. Um, then I'm gonna take half my shares right here on Amazon, guys. Um, Half my contracts. If it decides to hold, and hurry up. Okay, I locked in half. So that was $1,450 right there so far. Um, and so I think you get to a point where you need to expand yourself and know yourself better. And I think that's where compiling the data and the way that you trade and expanding your playbook, right? So I don't know exactly where you're at as a trader, right? Like if you still need to know patterns, or if you still need to know if there's other things that you need to work on. But what I personally do is just look through all the data that I compiled throughout the week on the way that I traded, and then I could actually, in my room, in the New Age Wall Street room, every Sunday, I challenge the members to put your weekly goal and what you want to work on for the actual week. So like for me, one of the biggest things was being patient and holding and trailing, right? So I would always kind of like on Netflix, or excuse me, Amazon right now. If you look at it, it came down to that 21.14, and then it bounced 10-11 bucks. That's a pretty hard hold when you get a $10 bounce like that, right? But I would always get scared out, and and then it would continue on further after that bounce. So my biggest thing right now, as my personal development, that I realize behind all the data that I'm compiling, is that I'm leaving a lot of money on the table by not using a trail and being patient. So like right now, if you're looking at Amazon, well, I'm gonna move this one here on the right here, right? So for on the screen that you can see. So my CCI is telling me to stay in right here. You can see my CCI. This is very macro trend right here. There's no indication to get out right here. So, but I mean, I don't know whether it be boredom or just a hunch because I'm looking at the SPY or whatever. I would probably get out right now if this was a couple weeks ago. But everything's looking pretty bearish right now. The market. My indicators are indicating stay in, so I'm gonna, like I said, I took half, so I'll go ahead and leave the other half on, and I'll go ahead and go from there. So I don't know, like I said, if you need actual like trading advice, like for patterns and things like that. If you're developing and you're recognizing and you're cognizant of making your own patterns, like you said, the double camel toe or whatever you called it, then I think you're pretty advanced to go. Richard says he loves that move, the double camel toe. And then, so I think you're pretty cognizant in advance to know like, what to look for in the actual fundamentals of trading. So I hope that's a good answer, dude. Reverse straddles for the win, bro. For the motherfucking win. Was that not what it's called? Oh, it's called a camel's dip. Yeah, so we should get a pretty nice wash right here on Amazon. We break this little support right here at 21.13, and then we'll see. Dude, so as far as that's a very good point. Good, dude. I mean, the thing is that I think for if you're a decent trader, right? I should be able to give you a position and you be able to manage it without me telling you anything, right? So you should be able to, even if it's even if it's within a drawdown, you should be able to manage it to, even if it may not come out a winner, right? You should be able to manage it to have the least amount lost as possible, right? So, and that's that mindset where, for the risk management first. Richard in my room, who I'm talking to right now, he's how long you been trading now, Richard? 5 months. 5 months, and he that risk management just came natural to him, like. So once you get that, it's pretty nice. So that was a nice break there on Amazon. 2108 now. Oh my goodness. This is why I like trading Amazon on Fridays, guys. And that's another good point where there comes at, is that if I'm teaching, right, so it doesn't necessarily mean I have to stop learning. And I think a lot of other rooms, right, um, I think a lot of rooms, that they think that because they're teaching, they can't learn, right? So I still learn from other people. Like, I'm still adding to, my playbook. Like that trade we're talking about, the week open and whatever. That's someone else's trade. That they post those charts on Twitter, and I'm like, hey, that works. 80% of the time, it works every time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take that from him, and I mean, he doesn't know it, but I mean, I use the fuck out of it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cover my Amazon right here. And that was probably a dumb move, but I didn't like that. I don't like that bounce at the 2110, so um, that's okay. So that made it to where it was. So 3680 on that Amazon trade, and then I made 466 on Netflix. I also lost 268 on Amazon on that first moved up, so that ate into my Netflix. Um, but yeah, so that's a big deal. I think that, and I'm actually working. I don't know if you follow that. I do the Sunday stock study every Sunday, where we talk live about a topic, and we go over technical analysis and the tickers we're watching for the week. I'm actually looking to make it a little bit more podcast style, so that the main part of it is I want to be able to show the trading community that mentors and people of influence in the community could actually work together, because I think there's this divide where, like, if you're in a room, you can't talk to someone else because you're in another room. It's like a gang mentality, like a mob mentality almost, and it shouldn't be like that. You should be able to learn from everyone. Like, Alberto uses mad ass freaking washouts all day long, and he's here, with us all day, all day with us, and that's fine. Like, that's his trading strategy. And I'm not the if you're a really genuine person, you should want your members to expand and be better, and not hold them back and just say, oh no, you could only use my strategy. It's freaking stupid. So as part of that podcast, I want to be able to show, like, by me personally having a room and having other people on, that it doesn't matter, dude. uh, the only time that you would be upset of, helping someone else from another room is that you're scared of losing members, because that is your revenue stream. But I make money trading. I lose money on the room. So yeah, so like yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, dude. Like, when I had that, 56,000 on Tesla a few weeks ago, a week or two ago, um, I was like, okay, like, I got to deal with these. I never had a win that big, and so Everyone saw, everyone in here saw me kind of, step back a little bit and, lower my size so then I wasn't getting a little overzealous or anything. And I ended up taking actually a loss like a couple of days later. So, which I mean, it was a good loss. I mean, what was it, Alberto? Like $600 or $700. So I mean, I'll take that all day long. But I mean, if I was still trading with the same size and off that win high, ooh, it looks like my cover was dead bottom, guys, on Amazon. I'm gonna be freaking proud if it was the case. Yeah, I mean, if that's not risk management, then I don't know what is, bro. So, one of the guys, Tristan, in the room, he actually made that point as well, Kamza, is that, is your strategy really that good right now, or is it just the market conditions that conducive to your strategy? And that's a lot, right? So, I mean, if you're like the way Alberto here likes, to wash out long all day, he can't do it if there's no momentum. You know what I mean? But if there's momentum and he can do it and he's making all kinds of money, then yeah, the market conditions are conducive. And that's why I encourage you to add to your playbook for different market conditions, right? So just like today, we have that set up, for the like I said, uh, that drop and pop or what, double camel toe reverse straddle, whatever, for the downside. Like I have that, when we have bearish days. I have my dip and rip, when we have really bullish days. And then I have, we could just scalp if, we're just, kind of ranging if you really want to. Um, and so I think it's just, I think that's the very, very biggest thing in trading is keeping an open mind, to everything. So if you get closed-minded, that's when you start losing. So that's actually a quote I wanted to post on Twitter that I drove out to Grants last night for no freaking reason. But the moment that you think that you know everything in trading is the day that you should just retire, bro. Market conditions. I mean, we're only at three, so we're already like bouncing up right here, um, Andrew. Um, I think this is just another bounce. The thing is, though, dude, with this whole coronavirus, eventually it's gonna trickle into us, bro. Like, it's definitely no joke. Like, if they're holding back numbers and if they're holding back other things or whatever, eventually it's gonna trickle into us, dude. And and a lot of futures traders, yeah, I see that as well, dude. LVD is he's a futures trader. Watch, we'll call him. I think he has class on Thursdays and Fridays, so he might not come. But LVD was trading options in here with us, and then he found his niche was so he didn't like the spread. He didn't like the spread in options, and he didn't like the volatility in it. It was really hard for him with a small account to be able to manage it. So he went to trading futures, and he's fucking killing it over there. So exactly, comes that exactly, dude. I mean, uh, the market is never wrong, bro. You're just and you're never wrong, right? But it is wrong for you to stay wrong, if that makes sense. So like, if you don't come up with a new strategy for you to actually profit, then that's the dude. I didn't. I actually locked myself in my house for a year, bro. For a year, I just read charts and everything, and then I actually joined another room, and I was in that room, and he actually had a strategy that had where rules for an entry, risk management, and then also a profit target. So it made it really easy. But then at that point, then you start managing the risk, and you realize, you could do, other things as well. As long as you're managing the risk, it doesn't matter what the setup or anything is. Oh, forex. I don't know about forex, bro. I had this chick hit me up about forex trading, bro. I think they just had her as marketing. She was hot as shit, and she was trying to get me to like let her market New Age Wall Street, being in forex as well. And I was like, nah, I don't think so. I also got approached by Webull to affiliate for Webull, and I was like, unless you guys have more money than that, I was like, I'm sorry guys, I don't. If I'm not using it, I'm not gonna promote you. Yeah, dude, it took me a couple of years, bro. It took me probably 2 3 years. Oh, do you guys hear the geese? And I think that another part to that comes at is that when someone starts losing after a little bit, right? They say this strategy fucking sucks, and I'm like, no, like your strategy only has its fucking limits, right? So, um, you start going on a little bit of a lose streak. It's just, it's not your. It could, well, more than likely, if you're playing your strategy the way that it should, it's not your strategy, dude. And then they abandon it, and then they want to look for something different. Like there's a guy in the room, in my room, that he came in. He's like, oh, gung ho about trading options, and then he was profitable, right? He would get some good scalps, but then he would overtrade and keep on going, and he blamed it because it was options. I'm like, dude, it wasn't the options that killed you. It's that you kept on trading after you freaking made money, and then you lost it. Like, and then now I actually follow him because I'm just interested to see what he does. I actually follow him on Twitter, and he's just room hopping all over the place. Just, and that's that thing, is that you gotta, at some point you gotta have undeniable accountability on yourself, that it's not anything else than your own, like, and a lot of people have been talking about that on Twitter lately too, about like, oh, it's the algos, or it's this, or it's manipulated, or whatever. It doesn't freaking matter, dude. As long as you have a stop loss, it doesn't freaking matter. And I did get the very bottom of Amazon there, guys. So I'll pat myself on the back right there. That was a very nice trade. Unless it decides to come back down from where it is right now. Oh, did I yell at you? I'm sorry, bro, if I yelled at you. I'm an asshole, bro. So, uh, I'm an asshole most of the time, bro. Like, but that's the way that I learned, bro. Like, I gotta learn the hard way. If someone tells me not to touch something that's hot, I'm gonna, figure it out on my own. Probably 10 times before I freaking learn. You know what I mean? So, uh, I want to be. I don't want there to be any chance, especially if you're paying me for this, right? So if you're paying me for like education, I don't want you to have any doubt that like, oh, you didn't tell me that. No, motherfucker. Like I told you straight up, direct. Like, this is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? That's cool, dude. Um, yeah. So I mean that you obviously I didn't want to say the room I was in, but Jay Trader's a really good guy, dude. He helped me out a lot, and it helped out a lot with my consistency as well. He has a very calming, direct way of teaching, I don't think I got that calming part, but he has a very calm affect on the way that he teaches, and I think that helps out a lot of traders. And and he's actually going to be part of the podcast, so I have to set it up. It'll be a little bit hard since the time difference, but he's going to be a part of it. But we've always stayed friends on in through everything, so um, which is pretty cool. So I mean, he I don't know of any other rooms that have made as many prop traders as J Trader has. So um, yeah, so I don't know. You know, he's turned out some really good traders. So like, I have my own room now. There's about five prop traders that he's traded. I don't. I'm sure you know Fate, right? Fate is the most underrated trader ever. Like no, like the most unknown badass trader ever, and he's just low key. I sincerely 100% agree now that the best traders are not on Twitter, guys. Like, um, there you go. That I like that move right there, Andrew. Yeah, so that's a big thing in my room, and one of my new rules is I'm not gonna trash talk any other room. Like I'm just gonna let everyone do what makes them, you know, what they need to be happy, and let them do their own thing, dude. So, um, but that was one of the big things is that like I don't know if you noticed, like every morning I tell everyone good morning, one on one. You know what I mean? Like I may miss you because especially like on Fridays, it doesn't make a noise when you come in because I'm streaming. But you know, I want everyone to have as much one-on-one attention that they need from me. If you need a one-on-one, or you know, you want to go over charts exclusively together, cool. Like you know what I mean? We'll go over charts together. And the thing is that you know, even from people that I'm showing things, like I get a different perspective on the way that they see things, and it helps me too. So I try to give everyone as much attention as I could. Like if anyone needs you know time to go over it, um, man, that's going to be an awesome trade there, Andrew. In the words of my friend Jay Trader, hold your balls, bro. So yeah, I wanted it to be a little bit different where you know you can get a little bit more attention, where you will get your question answered if you put it, you know, if you put it out there. Now I'm hearing that in some rooms that they have bots, like they have an actual bot that answers like frequently answered questions or something like that. So we may actually get that 333.50 this time on the spy, Andrew. There it goes. There it goes. Roxanne. Roxanne. All she want to do is trade all night. That was a good way to stay patient and waiting for a setup there, Andrew. I know you're waiting there for a second, bro. I wanna, you know, I was talking about that next vacay, Andrew. I get a lot of them to New York, bro. I need you to be a tour guide for me, um, a tour guide for me to go out there to New York. Yeah, so most of the time, so that's where I'm trying to expand my playbook as well. There comes it. So yeah, Amazon, Netflix. I used to trade Netflix a lot more. So then The whole Disney Plus thing happened, and the range tightened up a lot on Netflix. So the ATR was like $10, and then it tightened up to like $6, dude. So it didn't give enough volatility and range to make any money. And then after earnings this time, right, and a couple weeks ago, the range actually opened up a lot more. So it's actually giving a little bit more opportunities. I haven't checked the ATR on it in a little bit, but I should probably do that. The on Amazon, I like trading Amazon on Fridays, for this reason. If you're playing this week's expiration that expires today, you're gonna have some pretty decent moves, because of the range that presents. Tesla, I just been raping, dude. So I just been raping Tesla all the way since 327.50. I'll remember that number for the rest of my life, where I saw that little cup and I was like, we're gonna go long on Tesla, guys. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And everyone's like, no, this is stupid. Like, they can't even make a car right. They're using tents to make cars. And I was like, nope, we're gonna do it off of technicals. We're gonna go long at 327.50. And wrote it. I didn't have enough money at the time to be able to do long term, a long term position, but um, I intraday traded it all the way up, dude, which has made my year. So to answer your question, there is with that as well, is that I'm trying to get more into like the bigger trades, like I'm saying. So like I played Square, like I've never played Square in my life, and then and then um, and then I took that one just like based off of the technicals, and there were some sweeps on it, so it gave me some pretty good confidence on it. So if we look at Square real quick, and I go out a little, I'm gonna actually make this two things to make this a little bit better. Um, so I was looking at this about right here, I believe 81. And then I could see where this was stair stepping up a little bit, and it was holding these supports, and actually right here, so it was holding them around in this area. So when it came up and it held in this area, so about 81 is when I actually started taking that position. I was like, cool, like if we get to like 80 above 83, which if you go back out a little bit further than that, um, which 83 was these highs right here, 83.25. We could start cooking when if we get above 83. So I took some 85 calls based off of the sweeps as well, that were open, and then based on the technicals, and that was a really good trade. That was like 4 grand. That was pretty stress free. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get into like the bigger term trades like that. BYND as well. I think BYND would be well over 130, 140 if it wasn't for the way that the market is right now. If you look at BYND, it's a huge cup and handle right now. So you see this cup handle, and then I could see this going up, and then there's 200 calls that are sitting here. There was a sweep at 200 for I believe in April or May. So there's someone in here betting for this to go up pretty big. So they're sitting up here propping this up. So I'm waiting. I have a little position on it already, but it's holding support really well right here. And if the market starts bouncing and going back up, I'm pretty sure it's gonna BYD is gonna keep on going with it as well. Also with the short float that's in it too, so it should go pretty nice. Did someone just come in? Hey Matt, what up, bro? So now I'm trying to follow like I'm sure you've seen like Lucci, right? So Lucci and Wall Street Jesus. I mean they're the option masters, right? And and the way that they trade, using the flow and sweeps and blocks and stuff like that, a little bit bigger term. I'm starting to, and that's going back to adding to your playbook. That's something that I'm adding in, and it's working pretty well. So That was a really good trade there, Andrew. Very, very nice trade, bro. Umar Ashraf, is he the guy that has all the freaking YouTube videos or YouTube ads all of a sudden right now? See you, Tristan. Peace out, bro. Andrew, yeah, Andrew's still here. Andrew, Tristan, the guy that just left, he got accepted to work at SMB, bro. So whenever he starts over there, I want to go visit him, and then I could visit you too. He doesn't want the attention though, so I didn't want to say anything. Am I hiring? Dude, I'm always. If you want to move to Albuquerque, bro, we'll make a freaking badass freaking trade setup, bro. Like what Lucci's doing in Puerto Rico, bro, to have a lot of traders in one area is really nice. Yeah, if you're serious about it, bro, we could talk about it. I think it would be really cool to I think it'd be really cool to I don't oh some people aren't here like oh, how do you have ad block? How do I block the ads? Um yeah, but there's no capital gains tax in Puerto Rico, so that's why he's out there. But uh so a few when I don't know if you saw the videos of when I was living with the friend that was letting me couch surf or whatever with him while I was doing pretty bad. He he would trade with me in the same room, and dude, it's just a good time, bro, when you could throw some trade ideas off each other, and just it helps too because it helps you not over trade, because if you're having a conversation you can't really be really focused on the charts. Like I'm talking to you guys right now, and I'm not really fully, it's keeping me from taking any new trades, you know what I mean? So it's really cool to have someone else in the room trading with you, and that would be that would be really cool to just have a group of traders. Actually, that's what I wanted to do this year. I was gonna do a New Age Wall Street RV tour. So I was gonna get like an RV and just go on a road trip all over the place, and then visit all of you guys. So like Alberto's like in Northern California. Um, Ricky Analog wanted me to stop by and see him in Southern California, and then just go through all these places like Oscars in Dallas, um, and do a tour like that, and and then um, and go visit everyone. But what I'm doing right now, dude, is I'm gonna start traveling more, so uh, I could use it for like promotion and stuff like that. And then I'm starting like a kind of a different business with it. So if you, dude, I don't have no friends to go and travel with me, bro. So if you want to go travel with me, or like in May, I'm actually going to Puerto Rico. I have a desk reserved in the trade spaces with Lucci. If you want to meet me in Puerto Rico and trade for a few weeks, let me know. I'll get you a ticket and everything. So then we could bully the other traders there in the room, bro. We could be like, flash some cash. Yeah, dude, I really want to just, I'm sure you've seen the last couple of years of my life have been pretty hard, so I want to start just experiencing and having a good time. So, um, an RV into NYC, dude, you get like a New Age Wall Street bang bus, bro. Oh, it's like a Chrome extension. I have to look it up. Concept. Yeah, dude, I just wanna like I always have like crazy ideas, right? Like stupid stuff I want to do, but like my maybe it's because my friends are a little bit older. I don't know if Richard's still in here. Richard Trade Freak? No, he left. Um, but um, I'm like, hey guys, you guys want to kayak from like Bernalillo and the Rio Grande and just see where we end up like by the end of the day? And dude, I just think it'd be cool floating down the river and drinking some beers or something, and having a good time. And I told them we'll have a race, like an inflatable race, like some big ass inflatable like animals, like a big ass fucking swan, a big ass rubber duck, and we'll just have a race down the fucking river, like drinking beer, like you know what I mean? And no one ever wants to do hood rat things with me, so. So yeah, like if anyone from the room wants to come hang out in October, I'm going to Traders for a Cause. So if you guys want to plan in October to go to Traders for a Cause, let me know. I promised Tom Canny. He had bought me a ticket last year, and I promised I would pay it forward this year and give a random giveaway to someone a ticket to Traders for a Cause this year. So I'm gonna go do that this year, and then it'd be nice. It'd be nice to roll deep with some New Age Wall Street members at Traders for a Cause because they don't like me apparently. So all right, guys. Gonna go ahead and leave the market for the week. So got some pretty good trades off. Uh, I still have my Tesla here, guys. It's not looking really pretty. So I'm actually negative on it. So but we'll see. It's still holding to plan, so if we start getting down to like 860 or so, then we'll start panicking a little bit. But other than that, was there any other questions or concerns or complaints? Complaints, go to the complaint box and don't get looked at. Do you, Andrew, are you still here? Do you listen to the Call Me Daddy or Call Her Daddy podcast, bro? When we're in New York, can we go hunt them down? Can we go to the Barstool Studios? You never heard of them? They have a podcast, bro. Yeah, they have a podcast like on Spotify or I think it's like an all everywhere, but it's called Call Her Daddy, and they just they just talk a bunch of bullshit. Like it's crazy, but they're hot as fuck. So if we could go hunt them down, um, so I could at least shoot my shot, that'd be cool too. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out from here. If you guys are on YouTube and you watch all the way up to here on the replay, definitely make sure you leave me a like if you got to this far. If you got to this far, there has to be some sort of value that you got out of it, so at least leave me a like. Share with a friendly, let them know we do stream every Friday. If you want to come hang out and just talk crap or talk about trading, if you want to talk shit about your girlfriend or boyfriend, I do charge for therapy, but we could also arrange something. But we'll catch you guys next week on the live stream, right?